Tiger, said Tom slowly, I think I've found another clue. For finding Holly? Tiger said. No, but it might be a strange scientific discovery instead. Tiger and Tom peered at the moony-coloured shape through the magnifier. Tom dug away more earth with his pencil, and they stared at each other with wide eyes. What Tom had found felt cool and smooth, rounded at one end and pointier at the other. It was an egg. They were sure that birds laid eggs in nests, but this one seemed to have grown in the ground. We might have another case already, said Tom. Together they walked slowly back to the house, with Tiger holding the egg carefully in her hands. Maydays climbed down from the scaffolding as the builders were ready to pack up for the day and go home. Oh, she said, seeing the egg. Is it time for tea, detectives? The children explained where they'd found the egg, and they all went to the kitchen. Tiger and Tom stared at the evidence, now nestled on the table in a towel to stop it rolling away. They examined it all over with the magnifying glass, but there were no more clues or paw prints. Maydays suggested the children write down a list of animals that they knew laid eggs. Tiger was impressed with Tom's confident guesses. Maydays went through the list, and Tiger crossed off the wrong guesses and made some notes. Case 2. The mysterious egg. List of suspects. Dinosaur, crossed out, extremely rare. The Easter Bunny, crossed out, would be chocolate with foil. Kangaroo, crossed out, kangaroos have pouches but don't lay eggs. Turtle, crossed out, usually lays lots altogether. Lizard, crossed out, much smaller eggs. Snake, crossed out, not all snakes lay eggs. Chicken, tick. If it was a chicken egg from the shops, it would have a little lion and date printed on it, said Maydays. But I declare that it is definitely a chicken egg. Tiger excitedly put a tick next to the correct answer. But how did it get in the ground? Said Tiger. Good question, Maydays said with a twinkle in her eye. And what about this question? Who might have buried the chicken egg to hide it and save it for their tea another day? Tiger and Tom had no idea, but having good questions to think about was very helpful. Tiger took her job as pet detective very seriously and quickly came up with an answer, although not to that particular question. Food, Tiger said, suddenly forgetting about the egg and going back to case 1. Instead of looking all over for Holly, they would tempt her to come to them with food. Using a box of cat treats, Tiger and Tom laid a fishy-smelling trail. They scattered the biscuits from the door across the lawn and down towards the part of the garden that was overgrown and dense, hoping that wherever Holly was, her clever nose might bring her back to Willowgate. Upon investigation the following morning, detectives Tiger and Tom found that the fishy biscuits had gone, which was a good clue that Holly might have been there, although they wondered, just for a moment, if any other animal might have eaten them too. Unfortunately, there was no evidence of paw prints on the grass, though. They also discovered that nobody had remembered to bring the washing in from the day before, and now Tiger's striped socks were missing from the line. And the conservatory door was left open overnight, and a pot had been broken with the soil spilled over the floor. Tom poked around in the soil with his pencil. There was another egg buried there. But who had done all this? It must be Holly, said Tom, thinking he had already cracked both cases of the missing cat and mysterious egg, now eggs. Holly is an egg and sock thief. As far as Tom was concerned, there were not 2 separate investigations, but only one. Tiger was upset by 2 things. If Holly had been there, why hadn't she come to see Tiger? She always used to turn up to see what Tiger was doing. And also, Tiger didn't like her favourite cat being accused of stealing. Tiger rested her pencil against her lips, thinking hard. But how could Holly carry the eggs? She said.